Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Underground Pro Wrestling's first event, First Blood. We're going to start things off with some #1 contendership action in the men's division. Up first, we have Bobby Newton making his way to the ring. He got this opportunity because he defeated Chase in a one-on-one match earlier on in the season. His opponent tonight is Paragon J. Pierce. Pierce earned this opportunity, beating Marshall Thompson in a one-on-one match earlier on this season. Which places them both currently at 1-0 for the actual season. Should be quite the matchup for these guys. Like I said, this is the #1 contendership match. The winner will get to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship at a future event. That'll be happening in about 4 weeks' time from this. There's the opening bell. Ooh, big standing clothesline by Paragon J. Pierce, taking Bobby Newton off his feet. Fall back kick to the spine. Breaking his boot across the face. Newton now staggering up to his feet. Springboard forearm misses by Pierce. For a super kick and countered there by Pierce. Cross chop to the throat, followed by neck breaker. Ooh. Pretty little back kick there by Pierce, right to the face. A big clothesline taking Newton off his feet again. Newton, though, firing back with a series of kicks, followed by a super kick there. Running off the ropes. Going for a big splash, but misses as Pierce barely rolls out of the way in time. Nice counter there by Newton into the fallout reverse DT. Springboard moonsault. Pierce now rolling out to the floor. Running knee lift there by Paragon J. Pierce. Newton now in trouble on the floor. Takes a big elbow drop. A series of them here. Ooh. Again, raking his boot across the face of Newton. Pierce now whipped into the barricade. Referee count to 5. A standing switch there. Ooh, and a blue thunder bomb on the concrete floor. Bobby now throwing Pierce back into the ring. Both back inside now. Cutter there by Bobby Newton into the cover. 1, 2. Air fall there as Pierce able to kick out at 2. Springboard frog splash countered by Pierce. Kick to the shin there. Rolling him up in a cradle. Not even a 1 count though, as Bobby Newton able to kick out. Clubbing blow there, and just a slap by Bobby Newton. Pierce actually with a right hand. Another slap by Newton. Pierce telling him to bring it on. Takes a chop. Delivers one of his own. Oof. Trading blows back and forth. Now they're just slugging it out in the middle of the ring. Newton gets the better of it. Running clothesline. Second one. Catches the foot. Nice trip up there by Bobby Newton. Springboard into a cutter, but misses. Cover here by Pierce. Off the counter. 1, 2. Near fall. Pierce trying to use up all that momentum against Bobby Newton. Nice leg trip there. Going for the head and arm lock. Excuse me. Trying to get a submission here. Newton able to fight his way free. Big Falcon arrow. Pierce now going up top. Newton starting to get up to his feet slowly. Look for a diving cutter or a neck breaker of some form, but missed. Oops. Nice step up super kick there by Newton. Pierce now pulling himself up in the corner. Newton charges in with a clothesline. Beautiful satellite style DDT. Ooh, big destroyer there by Newton into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Bobby Newton is the new #1 contender. See the highlights there. That big cutter almost got the victory there. This is the result of that big slugfest there. All by the combination offense here by Bobby Newton. This is the pinfall after that destroyer.
Hello everybody, King of Clubs here. I wanted to talk to you today about our Patreon. We've made some adjustments, some changes if you will, and I just want to go over them with you guys for just a brief moment here. So first thing I wanted to point out is that we have our $4 supporter tier. It was previously named something else. We decided to change it just to be more clean and more professional in that respect. So at the supporter tier, you guys get the following benefits. You get credit in videos, so future videos will have your name credited, usually in like the end screens or towards the tail end of a video that's going on YouTube, but you will be credited with them. Exclusive content, which means stuff that you'll only find on Patreon, will not be on YouTube, will not be on TikTok or any other platform. Ad-free content, so anything that has like an actual ad integration, or even just a mock ad integration, or even just like a Patreon ad spot like this one, that will be cut out of the Patreon version, so it's a cleaner, more streamlined version of the video. You also get access to everything a week early, so full 7 days early access that goes straight to YouTube, and again, it's going to be the cleaner, ad-free, exclusive version of the video that you would normally see on YouTube. It's going to be cleaned up, and it's going to be there 7 days prior to what you'll see on YouTube itself. Now, we also have another tier. This tier is a joke. It's not meant to be taken seriously. It's not meant to be considered for anything. It really isn't. And that's our Royale with cheese. So for $3 a month, if you're willing to pay it, and you really shouldn't unless you just happen to have the disposable income, something that you can expend like that, sure. if you've got the extra money and you want to throw it my way, sure. But do not ever feel obligated to do this. Because the benefits that you get is that you get your choice of a hearty handshake, a too sweet, or a fist bump if you were to ever meet me on the street. Now, here's some caveats for that. You get your choice of one, redeemable for one, and there are some hoops you'll have to jump through to get to that. And it's just if you happen to bump into me out in the wild. I don't foresee that happening. I don't foresee someone paying $3,000 either, but that's beside the point. A more like realistic thing that you'll get is you'll get credit in videos both in text form as well as a vocal shout out. So like during the end sequence when you're seeing like the text of like, hey, here's all of our supporters, there'll be a highlighted section for those who somehow decided to want to pay that much for the enhanced version, if you will. You'll get credit both in text form, but you also have me reading out your name as well. Again, within reason, because we don't want anyone using anything too vulgar. We don't want any like inappropriate screen names, so like be mindful of what you're putting out there. You'll get the exclusive content and the ad-free content like you normally would. Same thing with early access. All that stuff is still the same from the $4 supporter tier, but do not subscribe to the top tier unless you just have a ton of money. If you're some wealthy person that wants to just throw money at me, sure, by all means. But otherwise, don't do that. Please don't do that. And something else you may notice is that on the supporter tier, and only the supporter tier, there's a 7-day free trial, which means like if you want to just like see what we're about on Patreon, see the type of extra content you can find over there, I want to encourage people to test it out. Just check it out, see if it's for you. If it's not for you, that's totally fine. No obligation, no need to hang on. But yeah, that's really all I got for you guys on this one. It's patreon.com/KingofClubsYT. The link will be in the description. Thank you for listening to this little read here, and hopefully we see you over there. Hopefully you get to see my exclusive content.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Underground Pro Wrestling's First Blood event. Up next, we got another number one contendership match. This will be for the Women's World Championship. Up first, we have Maylee Fanny Fan making her way to the ring. She earned this opportunity by defeating Odette Beaumont in singles competition earlier on in this season. Very energetic young lady, looking to go far in the company with us this season. Their opponent tonight is Carly Prime making her way to the ring. Carly won a match against Psycho Sally to earn this opportunity for herself. Two great all-around athletes. I would give the power edge to Carly Prime, whereas Maylee Fanny Fan, I would give her more of the speed and agility advantage. Here you see immediately that wheelbarrow into the drop or double stomp by Maylee Fanny Fan. A springboard moonsault, already utilizing her speed to her advantage. Double knees there, then a back hamstring knee drop again. Looked like she was going for it again, but Carly able to roll out of the way. Ooh. Big scoop slam there by Carly Prime. Same moonsault of her own. Carly's really a great all-around athlete. Looking for a running senton, but missed. Melee able to get out of the way. Springboard drop kick, beautifully done. Into a cover here. 1, maybe not quite 2. Carly able to stay into this match. Running blow to the head and a lancing kick. Basement Rana there. Both ladies rolling out to the floor. Melee rolls back in. Referee hadn't even started the count yet. Carly taking her time before she gets back in the ring. Ooh, Marley uppercut there. Up by a face buster. Big springboard moonsault. Off the top turnbuckle. And now Melee going up to the middle rope. Carly staggering up to her feet here. Beautiful Hurricane Rana by Melee. Counter strikes there by Carly as she goes back up to her feet. Another springboard drop kick by Melee. That's what I was referring to earlier. She's utilizing her speed and her quickness to her advantage, keeping Carly off her feet. Up to the ropes there. Big tilt-a-whirl backbreaker there by Carly Prime into the cover. 1. Only a 1 count though. Carly has Melee against the ropes now. A rope-assisted suplex, beautifully done. It's a standing moonsault yet again there by Carly Prime. Ooh, and gnarly knee left there. Big running shoulder tackle, back handspring into a second shoulder tackle by Carly Prime. Ooh. A Polish hammer type strike there. 1. Only a 1 count again. Wow. Melee getting up to her feet here. Oof, Carly just throwing her over the top rope to the floor. Both these ladies going back outside. Deadlift here by Carly and a power bomb on the concrete floor. Melee just kicks her way back up though. Seemingly unfazed by it. Springboard moonsault off the middle rope. Shades of Ultimo Dragon with that moonsault to the outside. Referee count to 5 here as Melee's back in the ring. Melee's back in at 8. Is caught with the DDT. Tornado style DDT. Into a cover here. 1, 2, 3. And Melee is the new #1 contender for the women's world title. All the highlights there, and Melee Fan is going to get to challenge for the women's world title at our next event, taking place in about 4 weeks' time. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Underground Pro Wrestling. It's time for the first of 5 championship matches we have scheduled for you. This is going to be a fatal 4-way for the Mid-States Championship. This is an intergender division, so there'll be 2 men and 2 women both challenging in this matchup here. Up first, we have El Espejismo making his way to the ring. Espejismo earned this opportunity by defeating Adil Jordan in singles competition earlier on in the season. Up next, we have Lacey Reed. Lacey making her way to the ring. She defeated Dominique Jones, in her match earlier on in the season. Very gifted technical wrestler here. Interesting to see her contrast compared to her opponents. Whereas Espejismo is more of a high flyer, more of a luchador. As is their next opponent here. Desperciar making his way to the ring. Villainous luchador. A true rudo, as some may say. Desperciar, he qualified for this match by defeating Justine in the main event of our first episode of this season. This type of environment may benefit someone like Desperciar because this is a fatal 4-way match, so there's no countouts, no disqualifications. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission in the ring as first fall to a finish. So unpredictability may lend itself to someone like Desperciar. May also lend itself to the fourth and final competitor, Demonia, making her way to the ring, representing the Ministry of Pain. She's not the only member that will be representing in this event. Demonia earned her spot by defeating Spider in a match at our latest episode of Underground Pro Wrestling. And again, this type of chaotic environment might benefit someone like Demonia. In previous seasons, she's been a women's world champion, so she would love to hold gold this season. So this should be a very interesting championship match that we've got set up for you. There's the bell. Immediately it looks like the ladies are squaring off and the fabled rival luchadors going after each other right away. Quick roll up here by Espejismo, but Lacey Reed breaking it up immediately. Lacey Reed and Demonia are no strangers to each other either. All types of action, as you see. Espejismo, diving all over the place. Big super kick there and a hammerlock DT by Lacey Reed onto Demonia. You see Espejismo going for that super kick again, but missing. Demonia grabbing a kendo stick, the first weapon of the match. This for CR turning it against Demonia for the moment, but it's caught with the dragon suplex. Lacey makes the save. Espejismo bringing a chair into the ring, but gets caught. Big exploder suplex by Demonia. Ooh, no. Demonia went for like a running knee, but got caught and fell back first across the chair. Everybody's scrambling outside the ring. Demonia thrown into the steel steps. This fakes out Espejismo for the moment. This for CR gets in the ring, and now all four of them back into the ring. Demonia with the kendo stick. Roll up here by Demonia, but this for CR able to make the save immediately. This is just pure chaos here. Ooh. Beautiful Northern Light style suplex there by Demonia, taking this for CR down. Lacey Reed goes out to the floor. Espejismo, a snapmare takeover. Demonia rolling out of the way, float over, going for a DT, but counter with a Northern Light suplex there by Espejismo. Only getting a 1 count though. And the message has been sent. 1, 2. Oh, near fall there. Basement drop kick by Desper CR. Taking Espejismo off his feet. Demonia might be out. Starting to stir there a little bit. Demonia now going after Lacey Reed. Big up kick there. Ooh. A 1 count there for Demonia. She sidesteps out of the way. Espejismo. Big electric chair style drop. Get to the midsection there. Going for the package pile driver. Spiking her with it. My goodness. CR goes for the cover, but is immediately broken up. Sling blade there. Nicely done. Oh no. That's like a springboard senton there by Espejismo. I don't know if he got all he wanted, but back up to his feet. Big shoulder tackle there by Lacey Reed. Demonia fighting it out with this for CR on the ringside. Diving leg drop by Lacey Reed onto Espejismo. Going for the STF. Rope breaks won't really do anything in a fatal 4-way here. Espejismo fighting his way free. This for CR there with the kendo stick, but gets kicked away. Escape there. Lacey Reed backing Espejismo into the corner. Oh, cracking him with the chair. This for CR now going for the cover, but immediately broken up by Lacey Reed. Roll through. Big one-arm powerbomb there by Lacey Reed. Now getting Demonia up, going for the one-arm slam. Cover here. 1, 2, 3, and Lacey Reed is your first mid-stage champion. This is all types of chaos here. Got Michinoku driver on the floor there by Desper CR. You see the message earlier that Double underhook into that turning neckbreaker style slam. Big leg drop there. This is what ended it. The Warren slam onto the edge of that kendo stick. Just for CR not able to make the save in time. Lacey Reed wins the championship. Wonderfully timed there. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Underground Pro Wrestling First Blood event. Got tag team action for you in our men's tag team title match. First, we've got the Ministry of Pain making their way to the ring, this time represented by Brother Adams and Brother Buchan. Two very skilled strikers, very dangerous. They won a match leading up into this against the Slade brothers. Looking to bring some gold back to the ministry. We saw Demonia in action here just moments ago. She came up a little bit short in her match, so they're looking to right the ship of sorts. They've got a very tall task ahead of them, both figuratively and literally, as they're going to be taking on the Marauders here tonight. A pair of true powerhouses. Speaking of Marauders, making their way to the ring as we speak. They defeated Legado de Lucha. You could call it a tag match, I suppose, but really it was a mauling. And that's not meant to be a knock on the Luchadors. That's just how much of a force Mondo and Archer are. They're powerhouses through and through, but Mondo especially is deceptively quick. Might not think about it just looking at him based on his size. So it'll be interesting to see who this match favors more, the quickness and hard-hitting strikes of the Ministry of Pain or the pure power of the Marauders. It's going to be Mondo starting off against Brother Adams. Block up, and immediately Adams going for the strikes. Now working Mondo to his corner. And immediately you see Brother Buchan getting involved. Cover here, one. Only a 1 count. Referee showing some leniency. That time Mondo fights out of the corner with an elbow to the face. Brother Adams whips him into his own corner this time. Again, Mondo has to fight free. Chop to the throat there and a series of strikes. Just a clubbing, series of clubbing blows there by Mondo. Adams, the Dragon Screw takedown followed by a double stomp. Now going up to the second rope here. For diving for him, it looked like, and Mondo just kind of slogged him away. Gets to the midsection, stopped. Ooh, big flip there by Brother Adams, who then hits a right knee. Now working Mondo back to his corner, but again Mondo fights free. Quick rope attempt here. 1, not quite 2. Adams forcing Mondo back to the neutral corner there, but Mondo reverses it on him. Charging in. running body avalanche there by Mondo. Adams tags out, in comes Brother Bugan. Series of strikes there by Brother Bugan. Sliding knee there at the end. Now whipping Mondo into his corner. Tag made, in comes Brother Adams for the double team here. Nice neck whip, followed by a kick between the shoulder blades. A big pump knee there by Brother Adams. Went for a springboard moonsault, but didn't quite land it. Going for it again, that time he lands it. Almost a fake out of sorts, seemed. Mondo, quick reversal though, forcing Adams into his own corner. Quick right hand, but now Mondo's going to go tag out. In comes Archer. Ooh, body avalanche misses as Adams barely gets out of the way. He's going for a series of strikes, trying to weaken the big man down, but Archer just shoves him away. Big knee drops Archer for the moment. Archer's already back up to his feet. Whipping Adams back to his corner, tag to Mondo for the double team here. Double back body drop. Trying to get back into his feet, but it's stopped. We got Brother Adams, excuse me. Adams trying to make the tag to Bugan, but now they're able to do so. Looking for the fall of man here. Combination offense here. There it is, fall of man. Cover. 1, 2. Oh no, near fall. Mondo barely kicks out the last second. Interestingly enough, Archer wasn't there to make the save. Slipped there by Mondo, able to force it into his own corner. Now a series of headbutts. Counter kick there by Bugan. Went for a running knee but misses. Ooh, reverse DDT there by Mondo. Running back senton, but it's countered with the knees to the back. Looking to the ropes there. Ooh, collision in the middle of the ring as both men staggered. Tag made. Double team here as Adams tags in. He's in the midsection, just a gnarly knee to the face there by Brother Adams. Stomp to the midsection and step over there by Brother Adams. We see a lot of frequent tags being done by the Ministry, but Mondo now in control for the moment. Big double axe handle to the spine. Adams able to fight free with an elbow for the moment. It's taken down. Now Mondo just like a caveman mauling Brother Adams for the moment. Tag made to Archer. Adams is down, hasn't really moved. Archer whipping Adams back to his corner. Big elbow there by Adams. Kicked in the midsection. Going for a brainbuster. I thought he was going for a suplex, but no, went for a brainbuster instead. Big double leg takedown, going for a double stomp, but Archer rolls out of the way. Goes for a drop kick, but it's Adams that rolls out of the way. Now going for a pin, using the ropes. All types of tangled up there, but only a 1 count. Archer now whipped into Ministry territory as tag is made. In comes Brother Bugan for the double team. Up to the midsection and 1 to the face. Bugan, another kick to the midsection. Brainbuster of his own, my goodness. Cover. Now Brother Bugan trying to use the ropes. Not even a 2 count. Bugan looks like he was going to go for a springboard in the corner, but Archer stops him. Gets him up on the shoulders. A standing power slam. Archer whipping Bugan into the neutral corner here. Ooh, big foreign blow to the back of the neck. Ooh, Just shoving Buchan face first into the top turnbuckle. Running pump knee strike there by Buchan, staggering Archer for the moment. Tag made, in comes Brother Adams. Archer is starting to get up to his feet. Adam whips him into the ropes there. Big running knee to the midsection. Have a kitchen sink style strike. Archer fights out of the corner though, going for a two-hand choke slam. Archer makes the tag, in comes Mondo. Running back senton right across the midsection of Brother Adams. Lining him up for another one. Elbow drop misses. Adams rolls out of the way and hits a running knee strike. Ooh. Lying up for something in the corner, and Archer caught him with a cheap shot. Mondo back up to his feet here. Tag made. The Thunder Road Slam. Cover. Buchan makes the save fairly easily though. Going for the pin again, using the ropes this time. Not even a 2 count that time. Adams able to get up to his feet. Series of strikes. Ooh. Catching Archer with that kick right to the head. Archer now fighting. Tag made. Again going for that Thunder Road Slam. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and the Marauders are your tag team champions. This is a lot of hard hitting back and forth here between these two teams. Near falls there, like crazy. Ultimately, it was the Thunder Road that claimed victory for the Marauders. Two big, powerful men that are going to be hard to dethrone. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Time for some women's tag team title action. Up first, we've got Glamorous, comprised of Jasmine Chase there on the right and Sandra McKay there on the left. Did a few of the Hex Sisters in tag team action here recently. Looking to acquire some tag team gold here in the women's division. Very unique offense because you have the striking style of Jasmine Chase, more high-flying style of Sandra McKay. Their opponents tonight, the ever colorful Party Girls, making their way to the ring. Kimberly Newell there on the left, Alyssa Carter there on the right. Always the life of the party, as they proclaim. Love to have even more reason to celebrate with the win here tonight. And similarly, you've got another contrast of styles of sorts. With the Party Girls, you've got Kimberly Newell, who is more of a striker, but Alyssa Carter, more of a technical wrestler. Not that any of these four ladies can't mix it up, they certainly can. There's the opening bell. Immediately a takedown there by Kimberly, taking Jasmine off her feet. So the palm strikes there. She had the arm. Ooh, kick to the face. My goodness. Hammer locked, now going for an armbar of sorts. Ooh. Big double knees to the back. Up to the corner there by Kimberly. Tag made, in comes Alyssa Carter. Double back body drop. A nice environment-carry takeover there by Jasmine Chase. Ooh. Big drop kick there in the corner there from Jasmine, trying to fight free. Immediately taken to the neutral corner there by Alyssa Carter. Charging in. Oh no! She was going for a shoulder tackle. Jasmine turned it into a DDT. Big knee drop to the elbow. Ooh, big right hand there by Jasmine. Tag made, in comes Cassandra McKay. Big clothesline taking Alyssa off her feet. Cover here. Not even a 1 count. Nice counter there by Alyssa Carter, fighting free. Tag made, in comes Kimberly Newell for the double team, and the oof. Assisted drop kick there. Oh no. The miscommunication as Kimberly accidentally caught her partner, and then Cassandra was able to take advantage. Tag made, in comes Jasmine Chase with the double team. Going for the rocket launcher. Assisted diving shoulder tackle. Just counted there by Kimberly. Moving Jasmine into the corner there. Tag made for the double team. Going for a rocket launcher of their own. Alyssa Carter back in. Slamming Jasmine face first off the canvas. Cover here. One. Only a 1 count. Ooh. Gnarly back elbow there. And a right hand by Alyssa, taking Jasmine off her feet. Just stomping away at Jasmine's chest. Looked like that elbow caught Alyssa across the eyebrow. Cross chop gets countered there by Jasmine. Back and forth counters between these two ladies. Alyssa whipped over to enemy territory. Tag made. In comes Cassandra McKay for the double team. Double back body drop. Springboard attempt. Oh no, the referee got caught. Tag was made to Kimberly Newell, who then hits the springboard forearm. Really just going at it. Flatliner. Referee is down though. Spin kick missed. Big step up drop kick there. By Cassandra McKay. Hurricane Rod takedown. And we're able to fight. Springboard kick. Disaster kick style. One. Only a 1 count. Kick to the midsection there. Waist lock here and a fallout reverse DT. Tag made. In comes Jasmine Chase. Gets caught with a running knee lift there. Into a cover. One. Not even a 2 count. Nice evasion there by Jasmine. But go behind. Beats the elbow for trouble. Ooh, and a big standing knee lift there. Staggering her. Punch to the midsection and an axe kick. Shades of Booker T with that one. Now whipped into enemy territory again. Tag made. Double team here. Another diving shoulder tackle there with the assist. With a series of knee strikes in the corner on Cassandra McKay. Oof. Ooh. Ramming her face, or ramming her boot across the face of Cassandra McKay before making the tag. Alyssa Carter back in now. Running clothesline missed though, and instead of a dropkick missed. Counter for counter between these two. Kick to the knee, and now a series of strikes. Cover here. 1, 2. Ooh, another near fall. Barrel into an arm drag. You see the frustration on Cassandra McKay's face. Big trip there by Alyssa Carter. Trying to pull Cassandra away from the ropes for the moment. Cassandra rolls free though. Series of strikes there by Carter. Russian leg sweep there. Up to the corner. Ooh, that running shoulder tackle again gets countered into a DDT. Sandra fights her way free in the corner and then whips Carter back across the ring. Big scoop slam there. That goes for a pin. Not even a 1 count though. Maybe a little bit of arrogance on display there by Cassandra McKay. Gets caught with the Northern Lights suplex. 1, 2. Ooh, near fall there. Sandra's feet may have been tangled up in the ropes, but the referee wasn't calling it though. Tag made at both ends. Jasmine back in, as is Kimberly Newell. And for the code of silence there. That high angle neck scissor. Kimberly able to fight free. Out with the waist lock here. Being dragged to the neutral corner. Elbow strike there by Kimberly. Now whipped into glamorous territory. Going for the glamour shot. Boom. A suspended knee strike there into the cover. 1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count. Kimberly Newell barely gets the shoulder up at the last possible second. Going for another pin here using the ropes. 1. Only a 1 count. Kimberly firing back up. Sling blade. Roll through. Drop kick. Just like that. Party Girls have been slowed down. Ooh, front face lock DDT. Into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, another kick out. Kimberly Newell refuses to stay down. Swedish strikes there by Cassandra. Double underhook. Ooh, into a backbreaker. Kimberly makes the tag. In comes Alyssa Carter. And first scoop slam, but a quick evasion into a neck breaker there. Ooh, no. Cassandra was on the apron. They got knocked off by Alyssa Carter. Now both ladies out at ringside. Sliced bread on the floor. There's that front facelock DDT on the floor. Carter thrown back in the ring. Poison Rana there by Cassandra onto Kimberly. It's back in the ring to break the count. Step up drop kick there. Cover. 1, 2. Another kick out, this time by Alyssa Carter. The Party Girls are refusing to quit. Get to the midsection there. For straight jacket slam, possibly. A counter neck breaker there by Cassandra McKay. Makes the tag. In comes Jasmine Chase. Get to the corner. Ooh, and a cheap shot there by Cassandra McKay. Just be careful not to get yourself disqualified. Lisa rolls up to the floor. Jasmine up top. Diving crossbody off the top rope all the way to the floor. Ooh, headbutt there by Alyssa Carter. Throwing Jasmine back in the ring and breaking the count herself as well. Carter in enemy territory, and a series of strikes takes Jasmine off her feet. One. Only a 1 count. Nice counter there by Jasmine Chase, forcing Elsa into her own corner. Ooh, one blower there by Jasmine Chase. Tag made. In comes Cassandra McKay yet again. Going for the crossface here. Going up top. Got 450 elbow drop. 1, 2, 3, and Glamorous gets the gold. Give all the credit in the world to the Party Girls. They stuck it out. It made this a very close match. There's that 450 elbow drop there. That was the final straw for the match.
WWF, no mercy.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Underground Pro Wrestling's First Blood event. It's time for the Men's World Heavyweight Championship match. And this wouldn't be a First Blood event if there wasn't a First Blood rules match. And that's what we have here. So the way this works is no pinfalls, no submissions, no countouts, no disqualifications. The match goes until one of the wrestlers is busted open. So that any tactic, any weapon can be utilized. This could potentially be a very quick main or semi-main event, I should say. We have one more match after this one. You see Cole Quinn making his way to the ring. He defeated Chosen in a one-on-one matchup. Just a reminder, whoever wins this match will be defending the championship against Bobby Newton at our next event in about 4 weeks' time. And so this will not be really based on skill, it'll be based on brutality. So there's no clear advantage, I would say, except maybe Youth being on the side of Cole Quinn, as his opponent is a bit more of a seasoned veteran. His opponent tonight is Tavish, making his way to the ring. Tavish beat Hector Flores in a match here at our latest episode of Underground Pro Wrestling. It's, well, what some might consider to be a bit of a shock. But in doing so, he has earned himself this opportunity here. One of these men is going to walk away as the new World Heavyweight Champion, the first of the season. There's a look at the beautiful World Heavyweight Championship. And this is not going to be about skill, it's going to be about brutality. Copeland trying to get the jump on Tavish. Tavish quickly countering it. Shoulder breaker in the middle of the ring. Ooh, Tavish with a brutal knee left there. So naturally, one would think going for strikes to the head and face is the way to go. Kind of kick there by Tavish. Super kick there by Cole Quinn. Big drop kick there. Despite his age, Tavish is very athletic. Loving blow there by Cole Quinn. Just counter there by Tavish. Accidentally caught the referee a little bit there. Again, there's no disqualifications, so the only real risk is not having someone to call for the bell, but really it's the first sight of blood in these matches. Ooh, running front chop block there by Tavish, taking Cole Quinn's knee out from under him. In some cases, that's the strategy. Wear down your opponent's body so they can't really move out of the way. Tavish has a stop sign here. Ooh. Just waffling Cole Quinn over the head with it. Another drop kick. Cole rolls out to the floor. Remember, there's no counters or disqualification. The match can end anywhere in the building. Cole pulling out a table here. Chop across the back there, that back elbow for his troubles. Waist lock to take down. Tavish showing his amateur wrestling background. Big clothesline there by Cole. Oof. Hip drop across the back. Now working over the arm. Oof. Tavish face first off the apron. And the knee drop ends the match as Cole Quinn busts open Tavish on the floor. Like I said, it could end just that quickly. But they didn't hold up though. They went right after each other with everything. Cole Quinn is the first World Heavyweight Champion of this season. And will be defending that title against Bobby Newton at our next event.
Hello everybody, King of Clubs here. I wanted to talk to you today about our Patreon. We've made some adjustments, some changes, if you will, and I just want to go over them with you guys for just a brief moment here. So first thing I wanted to point out is that we have our $4 supporter tier. It was previously named something else. We decided to change it just to be more clean and more professional in that respect. So at the supporter tier, you guys get the following benefits. You get credit in videos, so future videos will have your name credited, usually in like the end screens or towards the tail end of a video that's going on YouTube, but you will be credited with them. Exclusive content, which means stuff that you'll only find on Patreon. It will not be on YouTube, will not be on TikTok or any other platform. Ad-free content, so anything that has like an actual ad integration, or even just a mock ad integration, or even just like a Patreon ad spot like this one, that will be cut out of the Patreon version, so it's a cleaner, more streamlined version of the video. You also get access to everything a week early, so full 7 days early access that goes straight to YouTube. And again, it's going to be the cleaner, ad-free, exclusive version of the video that you would normally see on YouTube. It's going to be cleaned up and it's going to be there 7 days prior to what you'll see on YouTube itself. Now, we also have another tier. This tier is a joke. It's not meant to be taken seriously. It's not meant to be considered for anything. It really isn't. And that's our Royale with cheese. So for $3 a month, if you're willing to pay it, and you really shouldn't unless you just happen to have the disposable income, something that you can expend like that, sure. If you've got the extra money and you want to throw it my way, sure. But do not ever feel obligated to do this, because the benefits that you get is that you get your choice of a hearty handshake, a too sweet, or a fist bump if you were to ever meet me on the street. Now, here's some caveats for that. You get your choice of one, redeemable for one, and there are some hoops you'll have to jump through to get to that. And it's just if you happen to bump into me out in the wild. I don't foresee that happening. I don't foresee someone paying $3 either, but that's beside the point. A more like realistic thing that you'll get is you'll get credit in videos both in text form as well as a vocal shout out. So like during the end sequence, when you're seeing like the text of like, hey, here's all of our supporters, there'll be a highlighted section for those who somehow decided to want to pay that much for the enhanced version, if you will. You'll get credit both in text form, but you also have me reading out your name as well. Again, within reason, because we don't want anyone using anything too vulgar. We don't want any like inappropriate screen names, so like be mindful of what you're putting out there. You'll get the exclusive content and the ad-free content like you normally would. Same thing with early access. All that stuff is still the same from the $4 supporter tier, but do not subscribe to the top tier unless you just have a ton of money. If you're some wealthy person that wants to just throw money at me, sure, by all means. But otherwise, don't do that. Please don't do that. And something else you may notice is that on the supporter tier, and only the supporter tier, there's a 7-day free trial, which means like if you want to just like see what we're about on Patreon, see the type of extra content you can find over there, I want to encourage people to test it out. Just check it out, see if it's for you. If it's not for you, that's totally fine. No obligation, no need to hang on. But yeah, that's really all I got for you guys on this one. It's patreon.com/KingofClubsYT. The link will be in the description. Thank you for listening to this little read here, and hopefully we see you over there. Hopefully you get to see my exclusive content.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Underground Pro Wrestling's First Blood event. And it's now time for the main event, and this will be a standard one-on-one match for the Women's World Championship. Up first, you see Moreno making her way to the ring. Bit of a powerhouse, a great all-around athlete. We considered making this a first blood match as well, but decided that we would give the fans more traditional world title main events for the women's division. So due to the possibility of a first world match ending too quickly, we wanted to give you something with more substance. Moreno's opponent tonight is Odyssey Rift, another powerhouse of the women's division. So it'll be interesting to see how these two take each other on. Very similar in terms of like both typically relying on their physical strength. But I would give the speed edge to Moreno. Like I said, she's a bit more of a all-around athlete. But Odyssey can be deceptively quick as well. Don't count her out. You see the women's world title. This will be a standard one-on-one match. Pinfall or submissions inside the ring is the only way to become champion. Immediately, Odyssey Rift clubbing Moreno down. And with a clothesline and a knee drop there. Stomping at the elbow. Nice counter kick there by Moreno. Suplex attempt by Odyssey, but Moreno able to escape, hitting the chop block to the back of the knee. Big right hand. Up kick by Odyssey though. Kick to the midsection, double axiom to the spine. That clubbing blow to the back of the neck. So the punches there. Rib breaker there by Odyssey Rift, just tossing Moreno aside. Moreno fighting back. Elbows to the midsection. Looking Odyssey into the ropes. Big shoulder block takedown. Odyssey rolls out to the floor. Moreno goes after her. Let's go behind there, waist lock. Ooh, counter strike there by Odyssey as she fights free. Fireman's carry takeover here by Odyssey Rift. Dropping Moreno face first across the ring apron. Nice counter whip there by Moreno. Referee count to 4. Both ladies have to be careful of the count out. We count to 6. Moreno now thrown back into the ring. Odyssey following after her. Breaking the count at 8. Ooh, big punch to the midsection by Moreno. With waist lock. Flipping blow to the kidneys, it seemed. Forcing Odyssey against the ropes. Odyssey back body dropping Moreno out to the floor though. Pacing back and forth like a caged animal. Odyssey electing not to go after Moreno and letting her come back into the ring. Ooh, only to take her down with a big clothesline. Odyssey now going up to the middle rope here. Diving shoulder tackle, taking Marino off her feet. Into a cover here. 1. Not quite 2 count there. Nice leg whip there by Marino. That's the elbow drop though, and immediately taken down by Odyssey Rift. To the ropes there. Pop-up power slam. Into the cover. 1, 2. Another kick out by Marino. Also looking for a power bomb here. Marino fights free though. Big shoulder tackle takedown. Odyssey going up top. Marino back up to her feet. Diving shoulder tackle off the top rope. Deadlift possibly, but nice counter there. Gets in the midsection by Marino. High angle spirit bomb by Marino. All the power on display. It's impressive. Now into a burning hammer position. Ooh. Dropping her with shock treatment. 1, 2, 3, and Marino is your new women's world champion. Despite Odyssey Rift having the power advantage, Marino showing her strength. Odyssey had a fair amount of this match. Marino just would not stop, wouldn't quit. Look at this. Strength needed for a powerbomb like this. The elevated sit-out powerbomb. Ultimately, it was the shock treatment that got the win.